God's wrath against Sunday worshippers. Are you ready for judgment? The greatest deception in Christianity is happening right now. Millions of people believe they are worshipping God, but are they actually provoking His wrath? What if Sunday worship is not just a mistake, but a direct act of rebellion against God's law? Isaiah 24:5-6. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth. Could this be a prophecy about those who break God's Sabbath and follow man-made traditions? Are you truly following God's commandments, or are you unknowingly worshipping in a way that invites His wrath? The fourth commandment is one of the most ignored and violated commandments today. Exodus 28:11. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. The seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. Yet most Christians worship on Sunday. Did God ever change the Sabbath to Sunday? Is Sunday worship a deception that leads to God's wrath? Will those who reject the Sabbath be judged? Let's examine the undeniable biblical facts, and I challenge any skeptic to disprove them. Fact number 1. The Sabbath was never changed by God. Genesis 2:3. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it. Isaiah 66:22-23. In the new heaven and new earth, all flesh will worship on the Sabbath. The Sabbath was established before sin and remains unchanged for eternity. Hebrews chapter 4:9. There remaineth therefore a rest, Sabbath, to the people of God. If the Sabbath still remains, why do people reject it? Where is the verse where God changed the Sabbath? Can any skeptic prove that God authorized Sunday worship? Fact number 2. Sunday worship originated from paganism. The Roman Empire worshipped the sun god on Sunday long before Christianity. In 321 AD, Emperor Constantine enforced Sunday worship to unite pagans and Christians. The Catholic Church openly admits it changed the Sabbath, not God. We observe Sunday instead of Saturday because the Catholic Church transferred the solemnity from Saturday to Sunday. Converts' Catechism of Catholic Doctrine. If Sunday worship was biblical, why did the Catholic Church need to change it? Why do Protestant churches follow this Catholic tradition instead of the Bible? Fact number 3. Worshipping on Sunday will bring God's judgment. Ezekiel 22:26. Her priests have violated my law and hid their eyes from my Sabbaths, and I am profaned among them. Mark 7:7-9. Jesus condemned those who worship in vain by following man-made traditions instead of God's commandments. If you reject the Sabbath and worship on Sunday instead, your worship may be in vain. Revelation 14:9-11. False worship will lead to destruction. Sunday worship is not just a minor issue. It is part of a great deception that leads people away from God's law. Matthew chapter 7:21-23. Many will say, Lord, Lord, but Jesus will say, I never knew you. Will you continue following tradition, or will you obey God's command? Call to action. God is calling His people back to truth. The choice is yours. Will you obey God and keep His Sabbath, or will you follow the traditions of men that lead to destruction? Revelation 18:4. Come out of her, my people. God's wrath is coming against Sunday worshippers. Are you ready for judgment? Like, share, and subscribe to expose deception and spread the truth. Comment below. Do you worship on Sunday or Sabbath? Let's discuss.